Well, it is Friday and I am back in the office. I was in Warren County, New Jersey this morning representing a client, then came back to the office in Moorestown, New Jersey to see some clients in the afternoon session. So it was a busy week for our law firm in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Went from Warren County today. I was in Philadelphia yesterday. I was in Cape May County on Wednesday and Tuesday. I forget where I was. I think I was in Montgomery County. But again, a busy week. Came out with our e-update today, which went out to over 4,000 of our current and former clients in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Had some great articles in there. One of the articles that I put in there, one of the highlighted articles, was a WWE wrestler was arrested in Atlantic City for unlawful possession of a firearm. And this particular wrestler, she actually is originally from Burlington County, New Jersey, and she is now living in Florida, but she was staying at the Borgata, and she had a gun in her luggage, which law enforcement discovered, and she was arrested. Now, in this case, it's my understanding that she had lawfully purchased the gun in Florida, had a permit to carry in Florida, but as I've stated in my newsletters, in my blogs, in my vlogs, in my all of my content, New Jersey does not have reciprocity with any state. And if you have a permit to carry in another state, you can't use it in New Jersey, especially in the case of people traveling from Pennsylvania, which is the bordering state, obviously, into New Jersey with your Pennsylvania gun. Your Pennsylvania permit to carry will not work in New Jersey. If you are found with a gun in New Jersey and don't have a permit to carry, which most people do not, you face a mandatory minimum 42-month state prison sentence under the Graves Act. Now, this particular wrestler, it's my understanding that she doesn't have any criminal history. And since she's a legal gun owner, I believe that she will most likely qualify for a diversion program like DTI or Graves Act waiver, or possibly the prosecution will be willing to downgrade the charge from a second degree to perhaps maybe a fourth degree illegal transportation of a weapon in New Jersey. The case, I believe it's at a very early stage, but I believe that she will have a lot of options available to her. And hopefully she has good counsel moving forward, which I probably think that she does. But again, it's a case that you don't want to have in New Jersey. Even if it does end up working out, it's going to cost you a substantial amount of money in legal fees. It's the embarrassment of being arrested and going through that process and having to go to court and deal with the criminal justice system and possibly a criminal record, or having to answer questions regarding that arrest moving forward. So if you have questions about the Graves Act in New Jersey, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. In addition, came out with an article on reckless driving and drag racing. We now have two college athletes who've been charged with this. Most recently, the NFL, one of the NFL's top draft pick prospects, Jalen Carter, was arrested, turned himself in following receiving that warrant. In Georgia, he was charged with reckless driving and drag racing in an incident related to a situation where a fellow teammate and a university staffer were unfortunately killed in the other car. The allegation is that he was engaging in something like drag racing, reckless driving. Now, Mr. Carter did put out a statement, which I think was a mistake. If I was his attorney, I would advise him to say nothing at all. But he put out a statement that says that he's going to be exonerated on everything. Now, maybe that's the case, but it's my understanding that he was at least at the scene, and they possibly have video of what actually occurred. And nowadays, there seems to be video everywhere, from street cameras to highway cameras to people taking video on their cell phones. He's obviously a very, very high-profile person. So I believe that we will see video in this case, and perhaps he is correct that he had nothing to do with this. But again, I wouldn't have made any statement with regards to exoneration. I just simply would advise him not make any comments, to turn himself in, obviously be released, and then deal with the charges at a later time. I think that by putting out a statement, you don't do anything to help your case. It isn't like the prosecution is just going to take your statement and just drop the case. It's not going to happen. So again, in a situation where you are charged with a crime, making a statement to police or to the press in most situations, 99.9% of the situations, is not advisable. But again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, the website GamboneLaw.com. As always, a tremendous resource for you and your family. All of my books, my blogs, my videos are available in one convenient format. Finally, it is Friday, it is the weekend. I know that people will be traveling. It's supposed to be okay weather this weekend. I'm not sure if it's supposed to rain this evening, but if you are traveling, please don't drink and drive. If you are stopped for suspicion of DUI in Pennsylvania or DWI in New Jersey, remember, do not refuse the chemical test, but do not allow the officer consent to search your vehicle. If the officer wants to search your vehicle, do not get in his or her way, but make it clear that you're not giving consent to search the car. If the officer finds contraband in the car, whether it be an alleged gun or narcotic, don't make any statements. You have no obligation to make any statements. Just simply give your license and registration. Tell the officer, I'm just going to give you my license and registration. And if they arrest you, which they probably will do, let them arrest you and then deal with it later. Don't make any statements. Don't take any ownership of anything. Again, nothing you say is going to help your case. And I can't tell you how many clients have come to me and say, oh, the officer told me that he or she would go easy on me, or he or she would talk to the prosecutor. With all due respect to the police officers, that is simply not the case. They don't have that authority. There's no backdoor deals. People may think that. Perhaps in the past that was the case, but I can assure you that that doesn't happen anymore. Everything now is very transparent, especially when it comes to the criminal justice system, and everything is documented, whether it be on a body cam, a cell phone cam, on the internet. Things are just very open now. So again, don't act on some alleged promise from a police officer, because I tell you right now that in most situations, that's not the truth. So again, if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you all very soon.